Is real estate market in Dubai less aggressive and moves slower than it was a year ago? I believe so. Hello and welcome to your weekly news dump. My name is Artem, I'm CEO of Akord Properties, and this is your weekly news about Dubai and any other topic which piqued my interest this week. Please like this video, subscribe to us, and let's get into the news. So this was a long week for me because we've been to a lot of developers doing broker tours to refresh in our minds what developers are doing, what they're offering, what is the deal with them essentially recently, and seeing their new projects, seeing the new announcements. A lot of them I cannot talk about. Some of them have been released since I talked about them and I couldn't initially, and just many updates on technicalities. The reason we go to broker tours is to know that when we're selling off plan, to know where developer is at, know what we should offer our clients, explore what the options they've got. Obviously, we approach it very critically. Unlike a lot of agencies, we always have a fairly critical deconstruction of what we've seen, and we're actually having a lot of arguments of what is a good deal, what is not, what is an interesting proposition, and what is not. But either way, those are very useful, those are great, but I still get extremely exhausted from them because you need to do those broker tours and then come back to the office and do your actual job. So, yeah, long week. I apologize in advance if the LED strip behind me, behind the cupboard, falls off during the filming, but I'm not fixing it. I fixed it numerous times. The glue is terrible. I tried to degrease it. I tried to do anything. Elgato, please fix your stuff, okay? Fix your LED strips. On to the real news then. Let's start lighthearted, and let's start with what a lot of people have discussed this week, the Mercedes Tower. Once again, I was talking about Bugatti Tower, I was talking about Jacob & Co Tower, I was talking about Bugatti, and it's the same thing, right? Bugatti is yet to build anything you would willingly live in so far. Everything they have built is something which works on it being extremely inexpensive. They have not delivered any luxury buildings yet. Why is Mercedes doing that with that company being a well-recognized brand? I'm not sure. Is it going to be made? I'm not sure. Is it going to look like renders? Definitely not. Not much here to discuss because people go into discussions, so it's beautiful, it's a brand vision of Mercedes or not. Yeah, it has a similar design language to Mercedes and whatnot, but we haven't seen any interior renders, we haven't seen any amenities announced. We just have these one or two pictures which are essentially the same render disposed at different angles of exterior of the building, not very detailed either. I've seen information that it's going to be 60-something floors. I'm not sure because I'm yet to confirm if they got the permission for that height in Business Bay because it's not easy. If they did, then good for them, but do I believe it's going to look like the renders? No, I don't. Would I offer it to our clients? No, I don't. No, I won't. Would I sell it to you if you ask me? Of course I will. Of course there's a chance. You are the smart guy. You know what's going on and you understand it, and I just don't get something. There's always this chance, but I don't think that's what it is. So we'll see what's going to happen, but my prediction is they're going to deliver it, but it's not going to be your number one choice. So the biggest piece of news I've seen all over the media today, it was released a couple days ago, I think, but I started seeing it actively on social media, all the panic this morning I'm filming it on Saturday, yeah? So the weekend before you are guys watching the video. What it's talking about is the draft. That some man should be prepared to be drafted into the war if there's a big war in Europe. Britain announced that to their citizens. Me as a British citizen, I can have my takes on that. My number one take is when I accepted my citizenship, there was no draft expectation, there was no real military drafting. Part of the British society which I was presented is that British society relies on highly trained, highly prepared, high value professional army. And very obviously I'm not happy with it. Nobody is with any suggestion that anybody should be drafted. My position is very simple. Due to my dual citizenship, it's the second time I'm under some pretense of potentially being drafted for war. I mean, first of all, good luck drafting me from Dubai. Come and get me for either of the sides. The second thing, yeah, if you want to fight so much, the leaders should get a knife each and go fight each other. I don't care. Seriously, I'm absolutely sick and tired of this militarist escalation. I'm not going to talk too at length of it, but honestly, if you're genuinely worried about it, reach out to us. We'll get you residence in the UAE. Great place to live, great place to make money. Otherwise, I'm not too worried. I don't believe it's going to escalate to this point, but if it does, I'm just not taking part in it. I'll just step away and watch others do it. I don't care, you know. Simple as that. On to the next news. And we're finally on to some news which are worthwhile, which are not just me droning about things which will never happen or won't happen as we imagine them. This is me talking about the actual thing which a lot of people are discussing currently. So for the whole last year, I was talking about real estate boom, and everybody was talking, oh, it's a boom, it's a bubble. Oh my God, it's a bubble, it's a bubble. Now they're like, oh, now the boom is fizzling out. So it's not a bubble, it's not followed by crash, now it's fizzling out, right? So it's constant excuses of why not, right? Is real estate market in Dubai less aggressive and moves slower than it was a year ago? I believe so. Although all the numbers, transactions show that prices are rising, transactions are rising, deliveries are rising. But yes, of course, we have escalation of new units delivered every month, right? And year on year, quite significantly again. So 50% increase from 22 to 23 in units delivered to the market in the new built buildings. Of course, that's going to slow down the market, but does that mean that you're going to lose money on your real estate in Dubai? No. What that means is you will lose money on real estate in Dubai very soon if you didn't purchase the right things. If you went after hype, if you went after easy to get properties, which don't actually carry a lot of long-term investment potential. If you've been creating your strategy exclusively for quick flips and speculation, yeah, all those people are going to lose. People who invest with professionals, who invest with professional approach themselves, will be still making returns, will be still making appreciation in their property portfolio. There's not a single sign of migration to Dubai slowing down anytime soon. Rental demand will always be strong. Will your property be as liquid as it was in 2022 on the market in 24? I don't think so. It will take more effort to sell it, but once again, we are very prepared to that. And we are actually very happy to assist you with that. We are actually now really looking for clients who would love to list with us and to work with us on turning their investment into cash. We do have more buyers than we do sellers right now on the market, unfortunately, and we are very welcoming to sellers nowadays, even more than we are to buyers. So, quite frankly, yeah, list with us. Otherwise, as I mentioned previously, the urgent and the hot deals on the market gonna increase. There will be people looking to exit urgently due to certain circumstances in their lives, whatever it is. Shouldn't concern us really. We'll see whatever it is. But either way, while they are exiting, they will have to do discounts. This is actually incredible opportunity for a lot of customers to make very smart investments in secondary. I don't believe right now is the best time to purchase off plan. I believe it's a great time to purchase off plan for personal use. If you see something being made which you're absolutely in love with, some of well-proven products in off plan, some of well-proven developers also going to deliver great investment opportunities in off plan, but at large, I would personally avoid it. But secondary market, I believe it got a lot of chooch in it. And it got a lot of opportunities. The question is, right now you need skilled, investment-savvy brokers like us to actually make your profits, right? To actually make right moves, because market is slowing down. There's no question in that. But market slowing down just means you got to be smarter. You still can be top 10% of the market, top 20% of the market by investment quality, will always make money in essentially every market. So you want to be those people, you should call us. Otherwise, let's get on to the next news. So yesterday I actually got a call from a friend of mine who lives in downtown telling me that he got distracted from working from home actually by jet engines. And I'm like, yeah, great. In downtown, really? What are they trying to, do circle around Burj Khalifa in a jet or something? Yeah. And apparently no. The guy looked out of the window and sees some lads just flying in the jet suits. That's when we find out that there will be a jet suit race in Dubai, which I know it's not too serious. I know it's not a real sport. I know it's not a real race. It's just a show, but I absolutely love it. I love seeing absurd but really cool stuff like that myself. I enjoy it immensely. So I'll definitely gonna be watching that. Also, I suggest you watch it. Should look really cool. If you have access to a jet suit which can lift off the ground my massive R's, give me a call. I would love to fly it. On to the next news. So we are talking a lot about visas and finance residence in UAE. And the main tool for you as an investor in real estate, if you also want to be taking benefit of very beneficial taxation rules of UAE, is Golden Visa. And Golden Visa have certain standards of acquiring it, and they seem to be relaxing it again. So initially it was extremely unachievable. Only few people in the country had that. After a while it became, if we're talking real estate, if you own fully paid out, fully delivered real estate worth 2 million dirhams or about £500,000 or more, you're eligible for Golden Visa. After that, they relaxed it to the point where it doesn't matter if your real estate is delivered or off plan, as long as you paid out towards that real estate of whatever value, 2 million dirhams, you're also eligible to Golden Visa. Now, what they're changing is that you don't need to pay out all of the 2 millions. As long as you have a piece of real estate which was valued by developer at the moment of sale as an off-plan as 2 million dirhams, or at the moment of resale as an off-plan to you by previous owner as 2 million dirhams. You can apply for Golden Visa. You will get it. You don't need to put a lot of money up front, which is great news for people who don't want to tie up $500,000 straight away, for people who would love to do some activities with off-plan specifically, and who are tied with their cash flow, but not with their ability to kind of generate cash further on. For them, that's a great option. I really like that Dubai keeps attracting high net worth individuals. Honestly, read the article. It dives into detail of new requirements. Or call us and we will walk you through. On to the next news. And finally, let's wrap up with something really positive, something which makes me personally really happy, is Etihad Rail. Etihad Rail has conducted its first trial of passenger journey with passengers on board. And the journey was between Abu Dhabi and Al Dana. So that means that the project is moving along pretty quickly, and quite honestly, having connection between Fujairah, between Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah, right? All the places where I sometimes go by car would be great. I would absolutely love to be able to get there by train sometimes, right? It's faster, I can work on board, I can't wait. And let me tell you that you would say and you would think, yeah, but whole Europe is covered by train. I know it all too well myself. I traveled across a lot of European destinations by train myself and thoroughly enjoyed a lot of those, hated some of them. Yeah, British Great Western Rail, I'm talking about you. Going to Cornwall by Great Western Rail is a torture. Never on time, nothing ever goes right. Get yourself sorted. Otherwise, I love trains in general.
Come on, William. Full power. Thank you. Thank William. Oh, brilliant.
The really cool thing, it's a first train network going through the desert of this type, at least, where it will be a reliable high-speed train in a sandy environment. I think they've been partnering, Etihad and ADNOC partnered together to make it to fruition, and they have hired German engineering company to design a solution for that, and the solution been designed for a while now. You see those rails all over now traveling to Abu Dhabi, and I just wish they would connect this rail a bit more centrally to Dubai. That would be great. I would love to, be able to go directly on a train from, let's say, Dubai Mall right to the Yas Marina or to the seafront in Abu Dhabi. Would be amazing. But I know a lot of people who commute and they promise in about 50-minute travel time between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. That is pretty quick. I think if you're not concerned about your fines, you can make it faster in the car, but faster in the car will be significantly expensive, especially with the fines you get in Abu Dhabi. Thank you for making it all the way through the news. We really value that, and if you like the news this week, please like the video and please subscribe to us to see the news next week. Thank you and see you next week.